Here are three scary stories that take place in Delaware. Stay around to hear the last one. It's based directly on real Delaware folklore. Story 1. The Marsh That Moves. People think marshes are quiet. They're not. They breathe. I learned that while walking the boardwalk at Bombay Hook just before sunset, the air smelled like salt and rot. The water barely moved. Too still. I heard footsteps behind me. Slow. Wet. I stepped aside to let whoever it was pass. No one did. The footsteps kept coming, right behind my ear. I turned. Nothing. Then the boardwalk creaked, not under my feet, under the marsh. Something shifted. The reeds parted, and I realized the water wasn't moving naturally. It was pulling inward, like a mouth. The footsteps started again, this time in front of me, then behind me, then everywhere. I ran. The boardwalk stretched longer than it should have. The exit sign flickered. When I finally reached my car, the sun was gone. Later, I checked the time. I'd been gone 3 hours. I had only walked 10 minutes in. They say people sometimes vanish in tidal marshes. No tracks, no struggle, just water. Closing. Story 2. The lighthouse keeper never left. The lighthouse was automated years ago. Everyone knows that, but it still turns on by itself. I was hired to inspect it overnight. Storm rolling in, bad visibility. The door was unlocked. Inside, the air smelled like oil and old paper. A logbook sat on the desk. Last entry dated 1896. I heard footsteps above me. Heavy, measured, climbing the stairs. I called out. No answer. The light activated on its own. The beam swept across the water, then stopped. Locked onto something, I looked through the glass. There was a figure standing on the rocks below, soaked, unmoving, watching the light. When lightning struck, the figure vanished. The logbook flipped open. A new line appeared, written fresh. Still keeping watch. I left before the storm hit. The lighthouse remains operational. No keeper assigned, but the light never fails. Story 3. What Delaware Hides. Delaware has stories it doesn't advertise. Like Fort Delaware on Peapatch Island, a real Civil War prison. Thousands died there. Visitors report footsteps, voices, and shadow figures pacing the cells. Some say prisoners still count the days. Then there's Crybaby Bridge in Smyrna. People say if you stop at night, you can hear a baby crying. Some hear splashing, others feel hands on the car. And deep in Delaware woods, there's the Catman, half man, half cat, sighted for decades. Glowing eyes, tall, too fast. Hunters refuse to go out alone because something watches them from the trees. I grew up here. I've heard the stories. But one night, driving home, I saw something cross the road. Low, fast, yellow eyes reflecting my headlights. Later, near Crybaby Bridge, my radio cut out. A sound replaced it, crying, soft, close. I didn't stop. Because in Delaware, some legends aren't history. They're still out there, waiting for someone to slow down.